seriously started making money in Forex trading after knowing this. Hi family, welcome or welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm giving you a real deal. You know I always give you the gems. So let's get to it.
After watching this video, you will have more clarity on the entry levels and their unique significance in the market. You will know two important actions to take at these entry levels. You will get hints on fake outs and fake trends. You will know the importance of confluence. You will get tips on which time frame to analyze the market for better and precise entries and wins. Most importantly, you will get 5 key things to check out before you enter as the support and resistance levels.
Firstly, before you enter, you must make sure that you enter as the correct level. It's whether you are as the support or you are as the resistance. Why? Because we buy as the support and we sell as the resistance. Those are the only two areas whereby we are looking forward to taking action, whether buying or selling in the Forex markets or in any financial markets for this matter. We don't buy in the middle of nowhere and we don't sell in the middle of nowhere. Now, when you as the support or the resistance, there are only two things that's gonna happen. It's either the price gonna break out or it's gonna revert. There's no way the price is gonna do anything else. It may consolidate for a while before taking action, but after consolidating, it's either gonna break out or it's either gonna revert. So there is no need to actually confuse or prolong your growth in the Forex markets. You can take this as a breakthrough because this is indeed a deliverance for somebody. From today, you must know as the back of your mind and your heart that when you are as the support or the resistance, you will only be looking forward to continuation or reversal. The price will either break out, this will be your continuation, or reverts, this will be your reversal entry. Now, how do you see that the price gonna revert or gonna continue? You're gonna see this by the candlesticks formation near that level, near that support or near that resistance. If the candlesticks are depleting, it potentially means that the price is losing its momentum to keep pushing towards the upside. But that alone does not mean that you can now confidently enter for a reversal trade. You're gonna need another confluence to support that. Another confluence may be a chart pattern formation on that level, and it's a vice versa also when it comes to as the support. It also helps to check out for the type of candlestick breaking out that resistance or that support. Because if it is a big momentum candlestick, it means that the price will potentially continue going to the upside or downwards direction. It depends whether you are as the support or you are as the resistance. However, that may also be a fake out. If you trade USDT, if you trade gold, if you trade NAS 100s, you will see there's a lot. The price may just break out with a big momentum candlestick, only to find out that after that candlestick, the price produces another big, huge momentum candlestick towards the opposite direction, because that was a fake out. So fake outs happens a lot. That is why it is very important to not make hasty decisions. Always, I say again, scout out for a confluence. There must be 2 or 3 things, actually 3 or 4 things that gives you a yes to take that entry, because there are lots of fake outs in the market. Many traders lose in the Forex markets not because they don't know how to trade, but because there are just some couple of things that are happening and they do not really understand. And this is one of those things. Always trade from a daily high and low. You can take your entries on the 5 minutes or 15 minutes. It's okay, but always make sure that you are trading from a daily high and low, not from the 1 hour blah 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 and all that. Because if you are taking or doing all your analysis from those time frames, it means that you will be taking trades from the inducement zones. There's a lot of market manipulation going on those 1 hour time frames that you guys like. So make sure that you are trading from the daily high and low to avoid those market manipulations, which will chow you out of the markets. And after a previous daily high or low has been taken out, always look out for liquidity gaps before you enter. Always. And you'll thank me later. Oh, and remember that a failed order block becomes an inducement. Now, as the support or resistance, there are a couple of things that you need to check out before you enter. Number one, you need to check if there are no gaps, as I have said, above the support or resistance that the markets may come back for. Number two, check if the liquidity has been taken out, both the outside and the inside liquidity. Actually, it will be very beneficial for you to check, because if there's a liquidity towards where the structure of the market is going, it means that that is where you are supposed to be heading as you're entering this trade, because the markets will be chasing or going to this liquidity to take it out. This will be you making money inside the market. Number three, for better entries as a support or resistance, don't take reversal trades if the market has not yet changed structure, confirming that indeed it is heading towards the opposite direction now. Number four, as a support or resistance, check if there are no fair value gaps or order blocks above or below the support or the resistance. If there are, enter as the fair value gaps, or after the market has closed that value gap, on that fair value gap or on that order block. Number five, after the market breaks out, if the market breaks out, don't statazella, don't panic that the trade has left you. No, usually most of the time it always comes back. If it breaks out, it usually leaves the gap, and when it leaves the gaps, it's because it will come back to close this gap. When it comes back to close this gap, that is when you should enter. This will be your retest. So it breaks and retest. It's retest in the form of closing this gap that is left when it was breaking out. So that is when you enter. It is not leaving you behind. If we say, or if I say, because I am the one who've been saying, so if I say as the support or as the resistance, it's because it doesn't matter if the market left you behind. Check if there's a gap. If there is indeed a gap, don't panic, because the market will come back to pick you right where you are supposed to enter, as that level of the support or as the resistance, after it has done closing this gap. So the market is not leaving you behind. There is no need to enter in panic, in the fear of missing out, FOMO. Because you'll end up, when the market comes back to close this gap that is left behind, it will kick you out. You will lose money. So don't enter. It goes back to my first point. Don't enter in the middle or as the middle of nowhere. Always enter as the support or resistance. If the market left you, it will come back and pick you up. That will be the confirmation to you that indeed the market is now changing structure. There may be manipulations on NAS 100s. NAS 100s does this a lot. NAS 100s will wipe you going up, and NAS 100s like is progress. From my experience, it's like it's programmed to wipe you when you are going up, and wipe you back. So there's this different specific way that I enter NAS 100s, but most in currency pairs, Also in Nasana sometimes, but mostly in currency pairs. I know there's many of you trade currency pairs. Comment down below which currency pairs you guys are trading, so that when I release videos like this, I would know where to focus on, because that is where my viewers are at. Right now I'm just making randomly in terms of entries, but it will be beneficial for you if I know where you are at, which pairs. Are you trading currency pairs or indices, or are you trading commodities? I personally trade currency pairs sometimes, but mostly commodities. So if you are trading gold, this will be perfect for you. And if you're trading NAS 100s, most of the information in here will help you. Even this one, what I'm saying right now, will help you, because as I have said, how the NAS 100s does it when it is, or when you're about to enter, that will be deliverance for you, because you will know what to expect. And when you see that thing happening, you'll know why is this happening. But if you're on currency pairs, this entire video will be a deliverance for you. And also if you are trading commodities such as gold, this entire video will be a deliverance for you. I'm pretty sure that you'll start seeing huge progress after this video. So as I have said, after the market breaks out, always wait patiently for a retest, because it will come back and pick you up. Well, not always, but most of the time, like 85% of the time, it will come back and pick you up. So you don't have to worry about that remaining 15%, because you will always find another trade. If you missed that trade, you will always find another trade. So in terms of your entry strategy, know that this strategy will not always work, but it will work 80 to 90% of the time. And if you missed this trade, as I have said, you will always find a better trade which aligns perfectly with this entry strategy. Not all strategy, there's no strategy I know this works 100% all the time. It works. I have never seen this ever since I started trading. So if you are waiting for that strategy, you might end up waiting forever.
Do check out my description box. I will link other videos which are related to entries to better understand the entries in the forex markets and make yourself some money. May the peace of God roll in your heart. I'll see you on the next video.